And
I'm Nora.
And welcome to Season 7, Episode 2 of Go With The Flow. Today we're making a soccer tort.
It's a chocolate cake with chocolate icing.
I guess it has a lot of like little steps of melting and beating things, and that might be pretty precise for the texture, so I would guess that that's the thing that's special about it, because otherwise it really just does seem like a chocolate cake.
Yeah, which, yum.
You ready to feel like an 1830s Austrian gentleman?
For sure.
Good. Me too. Okay, let's get some chocolate melting.
Yeah, first and foremost.
There's plenty of that to be done. Okay. So, we got some fancy dark chocolate to go on the inside. And that sounds great.
We did a lot of chocolate research today. And it turns out chocolate is very confusing. And what we decided was just like, let's go high quality and not pay so much attention to the percentage on the package.
This is really melted. We're gonna beat the butter on its own first.
And then add the castor sugar.
Add sugar slowly.
Okay. It is time to separate eggs.
Indeed. We have many to do.
Can you
Okay.
hold that for me?
Yeah. We're doing whites in here,
there,
yolks in
here.
Okay.
So now we get to add one yolk at a time. We'll do it. We'll figure it out.
Should I get a spoon?
Nah, it'll be fine.
What? How are you gonna lift them up with your fingers?
Maybe.
Okay. Alright. You weird egg squisher?
Yep. We're gonna beat them in here. One at a time.
This looks so good.
You know it does.
And it doesn't have much in it at this point.
No, it could use some flour.
Hold on.
What?
You know what I did?
What?
Put in way too much butter.
Oh, snap. You did the 2 sticks. Oh my god! Oh, that's like the worst mistake we've ever made.
Oh boy. I was so distracted by its melting.
What do we do?
Just go with it? We can't start again.
No.
Everything's in there.
What do you do? Like add more flour?
I don't know.
So, it was supposed to be 5 ounces of butter, which is 1 stick plus an ounce. We have 8 ounces.
It's gonna be really buttery.
Yeah.
The research shows that it probably will be just delicious, mostly, but it might mess up the texture.
Someone did mention adding extra flour, so we might do just a tiny bit, like not try to figure out how much would equal the butter, whatever. We're just maybe add a little more to try to help the structure of it, but
yeah, it'll be fine. This is just old plain flour.
It's not that old.
It's not that old, but it is plain.
We're going with 49.
Okay, it's a little bit extra.
And then we also are adding almond flour, which is for sure unique.
Remember how baking's a science?
Yeah.
Not tonight.
So now we whisk the egg whites until stiff but not dry, and then we add some of them and mix it in vigorously.
Vigorously, yeah.
With vigor is how I would define that. And then we gently fold in the rest. Are you ready to vigorously mix in a third?
I am. I can do that. I won't even be scared. Except, what if the whole thing accidentally
It's
flops?
not going to.
You have to jiggle it so gently.
I'm good at that. With vigor.
It was stuck there for a second. I feel weird. Why did we whip them up if we're just gonna knock them back down?
Loosen it up. I think maybe. Like, how would we fold into such a stiff?
That's true.
batter. But then why it can't say like take a few of the eggs and beat them? That'd be weird. It could say that.
It could say that, but you could have had whole eggs in part of it, and
Yeah.
I think that's pretty vigorously mixed in.
Are you ready to fold gently?
No,
Okay.
never.
Cool.
When has there ever been a time when I was good at folding gently? Being so gentle.
You are. I'm glad you weren't ready, but you still went for it, you know? Once we get these actually incorporated, it will go in the oven for 45 to 50 minutes.
It's been 40 out of a possible 50 minutes, 45 to 50. So we're just gonna check and see what this buttery cake looks like. Not very tall, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be dense, right? So maybe it's not supposed to grow very much.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any rising agent, just the eggs, so it's supposed to spring back. It is springing back, but in the very center, it's maybe a little bit, like it could use like 2 more minutes, I think.
Cool. Let's do it.
We have our cake. It's very flat, but we don't know if it's supposed to be flat.
It's true.
So we can pretend that it was always going to be that flat.
Yeah.
It did say it's supposed to be dense. Flat means dense to me.
Sure. I understand the logic.
Yeah. So now we gotta make some icing.
Yeah. Gonna put some chocolate on top of this chocolate. Along with this chocolate, we have our not actually double cream, aka whipping cream.
And we're heating up some apricot jam back here that's gonna cover the cake before we put the chocolate on top. So,
As per usual.
yeah.
You got this. Yeah. Do I know how to spell it? Yeah.
S-A-double-W.
Oh no, I can't hold this very well at all. Oh boy.
Oh, it's so squiggly. Oh, it's wiggly.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even think about placement.
That's okay. It looks great.
I'm gonna.
Except for, I mean, the wiggly part. But the rest looks really
I can't
good.
even make it not wiggly for some reason.
It's like fudge. It's really dense. Fudgy. Nicely sweetened. Pretty good. What do you guys think? You like it? Would you eat it again?
I ate it like 20 times in my life.
You'd eat it 20 times in your life.
That's it?
So, 19 more times after this, you'll eat it. How many times would you eat it, Sam? Forever?
Very chocolatey.
It is pretty chocolatey. It's overall a nice chocolate flavor in every bite.
I have one thing bad about it though.
What?
There's too much chocolate.
No, that's not a thing.
I mean like...
Nope.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean like... To see overall, I think there could be like... Maybe one more thing besides chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Texture is a little like... A little dry.
There's one thing I will notice with the mixing, but that would just be, is that the almond flour didn't mix in all the way. And some of it, so there's like chunks of it. So that could be why some of it tastes a little grainy.
I'm not really good.
I agree. Gage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Really good? You didn't say much, you were just stuffing your face with chocolate.
In the meantime, I'm going
Let's
to pour
eat
this
that.
into Taylor's mouth from a minimum of 5 feet.